Bless me, Father, for I have sinned. It has been 4 days since my last leg day. And we need to rectify that. What is going on, guys? It's Christian, cross before the crown, your brother in Christ. What's going on? It is leg day again, man. Finally, I've been waiting all week. It's Monday. But, yeah, it should be a good day. I feel pretty recovered. I didn't sleep that well, to be honest with you. I don't know, man. So, being that it was Sunday, I was able to relieve myself of one discipline, Lent discipline, and so I had a cup of coffee at like 2 o'clock p.m. And yeah, I stayed up. I was wired until like 1 a.m. Like, that was crazy. It was only like an 8-ounce cup of coffee, but I was wired all night, man. Like, I tried going to bed at 10, and yeah, I was just laying there wired until I was finally able to pass out at 1 a.m. But dude, that's like almost 12 hours. Like, damn. I mean, you know, I don't drink coffee much, like caffeine, no. So I obviously was very sensitive to it, but damn, I was surprised. So that was interesting. But yeah, we got a good one today. Besides the back squats, I'm gonna be focusing mainly on the power variations of the Olympic lifts. I'm not gonna be doing too much knee hinge movements just because I'm starting to get pretty heavy in the squat, and because I'm getting heavy in the squat, I want to relieve volume and intensity in other areas in the workout so I can really start to target the squat more and focus more on it as I get closer into the strength phase. We're still in the hypertrophy phase, but that will be right around the corner here. So yeah, I'm going to be focusing more on that. And I believe instead of box jumps today, I'm going to be doing something else. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but again, like, box jumps are power moves. It's a power movement. And again, I want to be careful with volume here, with lower body, especially with knee hinge movements. So I'm going to do something else. I don't know what yet, though. You'll find out. So, yeah, on that note, yeah, let's see how this workout goes, guys. I'll see you in there. Let's kick some ass. All right, guys, back to the vlog. We start with back squats as usual, and we're starting the first set off with 275 today. We went up a little bit in volume, as you can see. We're starting with this and ending with this. The squats felt pretty good after 2 days of rest, though I didn't sleep very well last night, and so it was kind of weird. They felt good, but I also felt tired. So I would give these sets a good RPE, probably 7 out of 10 for the first set. First set wasn't too bad. I start to feel the fatigue a little bit more towards the end, but all in all, these felt really good on the legs. Again, I really think the form change that I got going on, really pushing my knees forward, is really helping with my knee issues. So yeah, they felt really good. Didn't feel any pain at all. And I was just repping them out. Really felt the pump in the legs today like I've never felt before too, which is also a very good sign as well. We'll see if I can't work up to 315 for sets of 10. That would be really cool. I might get to this hypertrophy block, but I'm not entirely sure if I'll make it there before the strength phase. We'll see. But I'm really liking the full depth of these squats as well. I'm feeling the stretch in the quads on the way down, which wasn't always the case, believe it or not. Before I switched up my squat stance before the vlog, I would really favor the lower back a heck of a lot more. And I would never feel any stretch in the quads, really. I would actually feel the stretch in the damn knees. It was very apparent that my quads were I don't want to say they were underdeveloped. Maybe they were, but I think I wasn't engaging them properly. That was the real issue. I wasn't feeling them contracting on the squats, and even when I was squatting for higher reps, I would never really feel the pump in the quads at all. I would feel everything in the lower back. And so the simple change in form, narrowing the stance and bringing the knees forward, has basically completely reversed that. So I'm really happy about that, and really happy with how these reps look too. It might take a little bit of time for my nervous system to get used. I mean, my nervous system is already pretty used to this form, but I'm curious to see how it will feel when I start really ramping up the weight in the strength phase. Because right now in the hypertrophy phase, it feels really good. But yeah, we'll see. I'll probably just really increase the weight incrementally. I don't know where I'll start baseline in the strength phase yet, but for now I'm really enjoying this hypertrophy phase, and I'm really enjoying these high rep squats. And so they felt really good today. They were pretty fatiguing towards the end there. I was pretty wiped by the time I got to these snatches here. But yeah, I went up a little bit in these snatches, 135 instead of 95, mainly because I'm focusing less on full snatches and full cleans, like I said earlier, and really just doing the power variations. And I'm not even doing the jerk and the clean and jerk anymore because of that too. The knee drive kind of mess with my knees. It's going to mess with my knees once I get heavier. So I decided to bring those out. We're just prioritizing the squat in this program. And so I did power snatches and power cleans today for my pulls, and they were obviously both power exercises, 3 sets of 4 each here. And so I went a little bit heavier on the snatch today and kept the clean the same at 135 here, because last week I did heavier power cleans on Thursday, and so I figured I would do the exact opposite on Monday, heavier power snatches and then lighter power cleans, and then just focusing on form. And yeah, these were very, very easy, but that was the goal. I didn't want these to be too taxing, too fatiguing. So yeah, I sped through these pretty quickly. I rested 30 seconds to a minute per set, 3 sets as usual. But yeah, they still felt really good. I was kind of just playing around with the weight here, just having fun. These moves are fun. I mean, I like doing them. There's a reason I continue to do them. And would it be better off if I stopped doing these and maybe did something a little bit less power oriented? Maybe. I think that there's a little bit of truth in that, but I just like doing the exercises so much, and I just want to keep doing them. And I want to keep my technique on point, because I do plan on bringing in these movements after my squat training blocks here, trying to build up my squat, getting back into the Olympic lifts. But as you can see, I finished off with some split squats. I told you in an earlier video, I absolutely love this movement. And I haven't performed this movement in literal years. So yeah, I've just been so completely absorbed by Olympic weightlifting. So I haven't been doing much many other exercises, but I played around with the weight in this arm on the same side as the leg for this first set. It wasn't nearly as comfortable as you see here, where the weight's in the opposite hand of the leg that's going down. So much more comfortable here. And as you can see, I'm really starting to drive my knee forward. Again, any way I can emphasize knee drive and quad activation, I'm basically doing it this training block. And yeah, really helping with those quads, baby. But yeah, when it comes to movements like this, when I'm this far into the game, I basically just perform the movement the way it feels best for me, right? I know how to perform each and every movement, but I kind of switch up some variables around just to see what feels the best. And I felt this movement to be the most comfortable when I had the weight in the opposite hand and I drive down with my knee. And yeah, pretty good. After a while, you'll be doing a lot of these movements for so long that you really don't even need like a tutorial. Your body just kind of feels its way into the most comfortable and best position for the exercise that you're doing.
It's really the same thing for me with squats too. I kind of just work my way around, and after about a few sessions, if I've haven't squatted in a while, it's pretty easy to find my way back to where my body likes to be underneath the bar. And so it was the same thing for these split squats. But yeah, I didn't obviously lift too heavy here. This was 50 pounds. Could have gone heavier, obviously, but that's not the goal. This was more of like an accessory, just focusing on quad activation. I started with 52 because this was the first time I performed it. I might go up later next week, but we'll see. This felt really good. This was a 50-pound dumbbell. I can easily add 10 pounds each leg. So I might do that. I think I can. So I'll be doing that. But yes, that is the leg workout today, boys. I'm going to do some rucking later for cardio, but that is a wrap.
I don't know if it's because of the squats or because I didn't get enough sleep last night, but I was pretty wiped after the squats today. We went up in volume, 275, 4 sets of 10, but I don't feel like that was enough for me to be like entirely exhausted like I was. I don't know, weird. I've been eating enough too, so I don't know. It is what it is, I guess. The squats went well. I would say their last set was pretty difficult, I would say. I'd give it an RPE 9 out of 10. So it was a good squat session today. And then I ended up doing split squats at the end there. Nothing too heavy, just going through the full range of motion. And they were fun. I like those. Really helps with the knees. Really helps with contraction of the quads, which I need so much help with, as you know by now, if you've been watching me long enough. But yeah, it's been good. And so now I'm probably gonna get home and eat the same old shit. Beans and rice and ground beef. It's Holy Week, baby. The final stretch, man. We're getting there. It's Monday. Good Friday's the end of Lent. I hope your Lent went well. Mine went incredibly well, actually. It was not all that easy. It was difficult at times with the prayers and the habits that I've added and the abstaining from caffeine. But overall, man, it was a good experience. Learned a lot. And I'm definitely going to be changing the way I do things because of it. Like reordering my life closer to God, which I think is the whole purpose of life, right? Is to take everything that you have and offer it up to Him. Acknowledge God in all things. Jesus. But yeah. We're nearing the end, and then Easter Sunday. And then we're in Eastertide. The octave of Easter. In the Catholic Church, Easter lasts 8 days. So we don't just celebrate one day, we celebrate 8 as an octave, obviously. And not only that, but Good Friday is the beginning of the Divine Mercy Novena, which is going to be very exciting. I love the Divine Mercy Chaplet. I love Divine Mercy. I love the practices of them. And so I'm really excited to get back into the novena of the Divine Mercy Chaplet. And then it ends on the feast day of Divine Mercy, which is the Sunday after Easter. And so a lot of blessings and graces to come this season, man. And I'm here for it. All of it. You know? The Lord wants to give you an abundance, but you just gotta take it, you know? You gotta take it. He's offering all these things to you, and you just gotta take it and enjoy it, right? Most of the time, I think we just ignore Him, which I understand it's kind of easy to in daily life, right? Because I mean, there's so much shit to do, you know? We got jobs, families, so many different responsibilities. But at the end of it all, who do we do it for? If we do it for ourselves, I think we miss the plot. I mean, we should do it for ourselves, but first and foremost, we should do it for God, right? We're always second. And I feel like if you do that, life's going to be so much more enjoyable, less anxious, because at the end of the day, you know that you have an advocate and you have someone watching over you, and that's going to help you and provide for you every step of the way, regardless of what you're going through. That's been my experience. It was a good workout today. I'm probably going to be sore in the legs because I felt it today. They were pumped after the squats, dude. I'm going to ruck later today for cardio, and I'm going to probably do that every day this week because I'm a masochist, and that's just what masochists do. Yeah, upper body tomorrow. I will see you guys there. Peace and God bless.